Hello everyone, welcome to Yamaguchi Japan Speaking YouTube Radio. I'm your host, Dr. Issa. This is episode 60, 060. It means and the half of my project of Speaking YouTube Radio is already over. According to my plan, according to my Speaking Tube radio project, I would record and upload 120 episodes. So 60 is just now kind of half point. And to be honest, I don't know, after 120, maybe I will continue, but the frequencies will be more less, I think, because I would like to focus more accurate speaking. But until 120, anyway, I will continue. Even if it is not so glamour, it is not so accuracy. Even if I cannot speak accurately in English, as a grammar point of view and English words, I sometimes make mistakes. I already know, and I sometimes hear the past episodes by myself, and I very often find mistakes I made. So I sometimes very disappointed. Anyway, today I will talk about the lunch, or especially on the prepared lunch, or the restaurant, lunch in restaurant, so in Japan. And maybe I will compare them with that of Australia, based on my experience that I lived in Australia, Queensland, Australia. Anyway, so I have just been to a family restaurant, so-called family restaurant. I don't know how should I call that type of restaurant in English, but in Japan it is named family restaurant. So you can imagine the big restaurant chain, and they are very it is easy to enter that restaurant without any worry, because we know before entering the restaurant their average price. I think that the one meal maybe 600 yen to the most expensive one is just to 2,000 yen, or 1,500 yen or something. No worry about that, it's okay, But if we enter absolutely we cannot see. We can. No. We have never been to. We have never We have never had a lunch there. We don't know how much they require. So in that case, it's very it's some kind of worry I feel. and usually we hesitate to enter or have lunch. Anyway, so the family restaurant. Today I paid 609 yen or something like that. Around yeah, it's very inexpensive, very cheaply. Yeah, the 600 yen. So sorry, 600 yen. 600 yen for one lunch, including the soft drinks, free soft drinks. Free, not free to be honest, but we can take second half or third half. We can choose plenty of variations of coffee, cocoa, and other and soft drinks, fizzy drinks, and oolong teas, yeah, and green tea, including their price. I mean, and then just 600 yen. I think it's very cheap. And if we go to supermarkets and get ingredients and cook in my apartment, the cost is more than 600 yen for lunch. So I sometimes go to the place, the restaurant, and I'd like to introduce the Japanese convenience store, 7-Eleven or Family Mart or something. I don't know whether the English native speaker know the Japanese convenience store, but 7-Eleven is very famous all over the world. You can image, and they sell prepared lunch, lunch box, and in that lunch is in a disposable plastic case. And the staff of convenience store, their lunch make hot with the microwave oven. So when we buy them at the cashier, yeah, the counter, checkout counter, I mean. So so the prepared lunch box at convenience store is 400 yen to 700 yen. So compared to the family restaurant, not so cheaper, but almost the same. A little bit cheaper. Then it's very convenient, When I lived in Australia, there is some so-called convenience stores in Brisbane. There were, and but there were no that kind of lunch box prepared lunch. They offer just only just 3 or 4 very expensive sandwich. And there were no lunchbox. And also even if the expensive sandwiches, it takes $7 or something, or more. I felt inconvenient to get proper inexpensive lunch around the college. So I don't know now, but it was true in 5 years ago or 6 years ago. So very different. In Japan, convenience store, the most important part of a convenience store is to sell. We can buy the prepared lunch, and they get money from that service. I think largely, I mean, not all, but largely, maybe 70% or something. They get money from to sell prepared lunch. So I think nowadays it is very absolutely and extremely, I think it's extremely good condition, good situation, good environment to get any foods and without any cooking, especially like me, to those who live alone. It is more expensive to get ingredients in supermarket and cook, and compared to just to buy prepared lunch, or go and eat at that cheap chain restaurant, so-called family restaurant. And so I went there around 2 p.m., 3 p.m. So today, to be honest, it is very heavy rain. And last 2 days ago, I think, 2 days ago, until since 2 days ago, it has rained very heavily. There is a lot of alarm from city, Yamaguchi City. The rivers don't go close any river, which is almost overflowed now. So in this situation, and weekday, and after the lunch break time, 3 p.m., 2 p.m. or something, and it's not so cloudy, of course. It was not so cloudy. It's only three pairs of customers or some diners, 3 pairs of diners, and a lot of empty seats. I felt very relaxing, and I brought vocabulary cards, English words, vocabulary cards, and the terms of music, technical terms of music cards, and I checked these cards with a cheap 600 yen meal. It might be very good time with hearing heavy rain sounds. So after that, having a meal, I just came back to my apartment, and so I'm talking now. Speaking Tube Radio. So, thank you. Thank you for listening to Speaking Tube Radio. Have a nice day. バレて